This lecture introduces software testing. Software testing is a dynamic validation technique. Static checking, such as code reviews and walkthroughs, are performed in parallel. To detect errors, dynamic testing that consists of program execution must take place. Test of suitable test cases, including established test methods, detect errors, and validate the software. Software testing can detect errors in the software but cannot prove that the software is free of errors. Software testing is a dynamic validation activity to detect defects and undesirable behavior in the software and demonstrate that the software satisfies its requirements and constraints. Software testing aims to show that the software satisfies its functional and non-functional requirements. Testing also aims to detect defects in the software and undesired behavior. Challenges in software testing are how to generate the test cases, how to determine that the tests are effective, and when should the test process stop. Testing is a process of executing a program with the intent of finding an error. A good test case is one that has a high probability of finding an undetected error. A successful test is one that uncovers an undiscovered error. Testing is a process for finding semantic and logical errors. Testing is not aimed to find syntax errors. Testing can reveal the presence of errors, not their absence. Class exercise. What is the difference between testing and debugging? Software testing is needed because of the limitations of static quality assurance. Static approaches do not execute the programs and cannot detect runtime errors. Another limitation of static approaches is that when dynamic binding and polymorphism are applied, the type of the object is not known until runtime. Software testing is important because software is used in medical equipment and devices, military applications, and process control systems, where failure could cause human injury or loss of life. Testing amounts to 40 through 80% of the total development cost, 40% for information systems, more than 80% for real-time embedded systems. On one occasion, the average cost of a field-detected bug was $15,000 in 1991. Testing receives the least attention and often not enough time and resources. Testers are often forced to abandon test efforts because changes have been made.